All right, guys, I'm A-Way in this A-Way Shed. Today we got Diablo.
You know what it is. Real vato, real amigo. Ya tu sabes.
Hell yeah. Take us back, man. Where were you? Childhood? Both parents? Give us all of it, man.
Shit. I was born in Marion. My mom and my dad met working at King Gyros, small restaurant in Marion. My dad's an immigrant from Mexico, and then my mom, she's half Mexican, half white. She was born in Marion.
Hell yeah.
And I grew up there till I was like 3, and then moved to Michigan with my dad. Came back around like 2nd grade, and then graduated from high school there in Marion. That's kind of like the child. I played football, played basketball. You know what I mean? Like I did all the little shit that a high school student's supposed to do. Huh?
Pretty big, man.
Oh yeah. Pretty decent size for, you feel me, being Mexican. Really, like not a lot of Mexicans at all. Yeah. I got that the Spanish heritage. You know what I mean? The Spaniard descent.
Okay. And you said when your parents got back together, like was there a split?
My parents never got back together. They did separate, but like, you feel me? I came back to live with my mom.
Okay. Hell yeah. So is there a certain spot you prefer? Marion, Michigan?
Michigan is always dear to my heart, but I like being in Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne's nice, you know what I mean? It's just something about the ambience, you know, like the energy of the town. Like it's just, I've never had a bad experience with people out here. Like it's never been like no beef shit. No, it's like as soon as I meet somebody here, like it's just always good vibes. Like it's just like a second home to me.
Hell yeah. Now, growing up, were you big into music? What were you?
Oh yeah, I did band, I did choir, solos and ensembles. Like I got medals for choir and band. Like I know how to play the tuba, I know how to play the trumpet, I know how to play brass instruments. You know.
Hell yeah, such a strong music background. What was your influence? Was it the mom, your dad?
Honestly, I think it was just me. I feel like because my mom, she just like, well, I guess I can kind of say her because she had one of them bubble Chevys with the speakers in the back. You feel me? Like sitting on some 22s. You feel me? My mom was really a hood little baby for real. She cool though. You feel me? But she never really make music. But I was always around music.
Hell yeah. Now describe Marion compared to.
It's like the south side of Fort Wayne. It's a little rough. I'm not gonna lie. It's not like completely all rough though. But majority of part of this is like Section 8 housing and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like it's not the greatest place to grow up in the world, but it's not the worst. You know, it's a cool little town though. It's nothing really much there though.
Is it the lack of jobs?
I mean, it's not really a lack of jobs. It's more of like a lack of stuff to do, like actual fun things to do. Like it's more of like they only got the basic necessities. You feel me? Like a couple food spots here and there, like, you know, factories and shit. Mm-hmm. Like we got a lot of distribution centers, like Dunham's and Dollar General, Walmart. Really, it's like we got a bunch of small little towns surrounding it. So it's like they're not really suburbs because we're not that big yet, but like it's more like small farm town shit.
Okay. And then what about when you grew up in Michigan?
Michigan, I grew up in Traverse City. That's like a tourist town. So it was just always a hustle and bustle. It's bigger than Fort Wayne. So
damn.
Yeah. Okay. It's you feel me? The Mitten is up here, right here in this little corner. It's a 2-minute walk from the bay, like the Lake Michigan. It's from downtown.
Yeah.
So it's real nice up there.
So what would you say you got most of your characteristics from? Was it the small, keep to yourself city, or was it the hustle and bustle and I like gotta be known?
I really feel like I got most of my personality from Michigan, but I got a lot of my personality from growing up in Section 8 housing. Like, you know what I mean? We was the only Mexican family on the block. So like I was influenced by a lot of different other cultures than my own.
Okay. Did you have a lot of cousins and everything to reach out to, or just be a close knit? I mean, growing up,
kind of, sort of, but all my cousins are older. You know what I mean? My mom had me young, so like, I ain't really fuck with them like that. I did, but I didn't. It was more like I was just with the kids in the neighborhood. Yeah. Those were my cousins. Those, you feel me? Like my play cousins. They, you know, like that was my family.
Hell yeah. Now, when did you meet Sevio and
I met Sevio a little after April of 23. So I met Monty way before I met Sebio. I met Laguna first before I met Monty. Like, because I told you a little bit before the interview started. I met him at a T-Zank session. You feel me, to record some music, and he ended up inviting me to a party at his house, and then I kind of just met Laguna, and like we started chopping it up or whatever. But me and Monty really clicked after one night getting fucked up, and we started freestyling and shit. And he was like, you know what, you kind of got it. You feel me? You hard. So we just, we started hanging out and shit and started making music.
Hell yeah. Who's your musical influence?
This one's gonna be crazy. Kyle.
Are you serious?
I'm so serious. I love Kyle. Like I like that I Spy song dropped when I was in high school. I did a deep dive on him. I started listening to all his albums. Like
Beautiful Losers.
Yes, man. He's really a very strong lyrical artist, and like that's what a lot of people don't listen to. They listen to like the mainstream shit. I like to actually comprehend what I'm listening to, and it's just like, damn, bro, that was a slick one. You know what I mean? That stank face.
Yeah. So then, what do you think about mumble rap?
Mumble rap.
Say that.
I mean, it's I like a little bit of everything. I listen to not only rap. Like I listen to bluegrass. I listen to country. I listen to rock. I listen to a little bit of everything. So like the mumble rap, I can get into it sometimes. It just depends on the actual rapper. Really, it's like. Obviously, during high school, that's what was blowing up. Like the Lil Pump, you know what I mean? Like Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. Like I can get down with it, but like I have to be in the mood for it. It has to be a certain place, certain setting.
Hell yeah. So, okay. That's crazy. So then let's say after high school, would you start hitting, what were you do? What were you focused on? What were you hitting?
I had a kid at 17, so I was a junior in high school. I was already out on my own at 15 though, so like I had already been jigging and vibing and shit. So I'd enrolled into online school, and I graduated a month into my senior year. So after high school, it was really just get a bag. Like I really wasn't into making music like that for real. Like I would write music or whatever, you know what I mean? But it was more focused on just working and trying to figure out where I fit in this society that we call America,
Yeah. Now, you said you're out on your own at 15. Is that common in your family from your dad's side?
Not really. Because after a little while, when I was growing up, man, my mom she let me go live with my grandma. So me and my grandma, I was raised mostly by my grandma and my aunts, and we kind of just butted heads. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to slowly starting to become a man. You know what I mean? I'm 15 years old. Like that's like I'm just growing into myself, and it's just like I want to experience things. I want to go out into the world. I want to do this. And she's old school raised. Like you got to be in the house before the street lights on. Don't even think about being out after the street lights. Like it's just really like how it was. Like we just kind of clashed too much, and I said I was just gonna leave.
Yeah. Do you think you would have clashed though if you stayed with your mom and your dad? Do you think because you just were trying to be so?
I don't know, man. Maybe it was just me being hard headed. But I felt like I had to learn on my own. Like, I really just felt like I'd been so sheltered for too long. So where it's like, I needed to go experience it for myself, or I wasn't going to listen to it.
Were you very bright-eyed to everything when you...
Yeah, for sure. Definitely, for sure. Once I got a taste of my own medicine, of bills and rent and everything hitting at one time, I was like, oh, all right. This is what it is? Okay, cool.
Now, how was school different for you when you had your first kid at 17?
I mean...
Was there any difference, or?
I mean, not really, man, because, like, you got to think about it. She was pregnant for so long. Like, you feel me? 9 months. Like, you just kind of get used to it. Like, it's like, it was just... Because I was so involved with my baby mama when she was pregnant that, like, it was just more of, like, a switch over, you know what I mean? Instead of my focus being on her, it was my daughter.
Mm-hmm. Then did you get a job while you were in school?
Yeah, I had a couple jobs. You know what I mean? I bounced around different places, but I was only 17, 16, so it's not like I could have went to, like, a factory or something. It was just basic fast food shit, restaurants, like, nothing much I could really do.
What was your first job?
Wendy's. My mom worked at Wendy's. She still does, actually. She's been there for 10 years.
Hell yeah. What do you do now?
I dibble and dabble, you know what I mean? I jig and vibe, you know?
Hell yeah. So what do you think about, I know you said you love Fort Wayne, there's no beefs or anything
Yeah,
like
you
that.
feel me? Like I don't really get into the gang world, the gang talk like that. You know what I mean? Like I'm actually Buddhist, so I believe in peace, love, and positivity. You know, this is a real big thing on me. So I don't feel like I could really click up with motherfuckers and just like hate on somebody just because they talking shit. Like, you know, like it's really like the gun violence here is crazy. It really is, but like it's only crazy if you get involved into it. What that moment you decide to pick up a gun is when you decide to be in that.
Mm.
And like, yeah, there are innocent people that get caught in the crossfire, but a lot of the times they're around the people that have done pick up the gun, that done, you know what I mean, told other motherfuckers that they was gonna shoot at them. Like, you know, so it's really just pick your surroundings, pick your company, choose your company wisely.
Did you learn that early?
Yeah, because you know what I mean, being 15, like, you know, you got to make that bread some way, somehow. So like, selling weed is, you know, it's just a little gateway into that shit. But I didn't really let it consume me. I didn't want to get deep like that. I know my Instagram handle might be Po Escobar, but I wasn't out here trying to be Pablo Escobar.
Yeah. Where did you decide to become a Buddhist? What was your family's religion?
They're mostly Christian. A lot of them are Christian. You know what I mean? The Mexican community is heavily influenced by Christianity. I had actually read about it when I was like 6th grade or something like that. And I'd always been interested in it, but I went to jail earlier in 23, and I converted in jail.
Was there someone that came and talked to you?
Yeah, it was actually this crazy thing, man. It's this dude. He got locked up. He was high on meth and he stole a school bus. Yeah, crazy stories. What? Crazy, bro. The whole thing about it, he's telling me he stole the school bus. He was like, yeah, I got into the schoolyard and I didn't just grab the first bus. I went on like 6 different ones and picked the one that I wanted and got the nicest one. Yeah, but he ended up catching a bunch of felonies and shit, and so like he was Buddhist. So he handed me the Buddhist Bible, and I read it, and I was like, you know, I feel like this is a sign because I've always thought of it like I was always big on peace, love, and positivity. Though I've never been the type to really just want to beef with people. I don't understand why people want to do that. We like, you know what I mean? Like we're all the same. We all here doing the same thing, just trying to make it.
Hell yeah. Was there any pushback when you came out from your mother or anything when it came to the...
Not really, you know what I mean? Because like I said, I've always been my own man. I've always been like learn for myself. So I feel like at this point, they kind of just, everything that comes out of my mouth is just like, oh, here we go again. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because that's what happened when I told them I was like making music and shit. It was like, what? Like, okay, go ahead. Let me know how it goes.
Hell yeah. Are they a fan of your music so far?
Yeah. My grandma actually listens to my music. We'll smoke woods, big backwoods. Me and my grandma will smoke big backwoods. Every time I make a song, I come and show her to tell me what she thinks about it. A lot of the times she don't like it because of the lyrics, but some of them she do like.
Hell yeah. What's an everyday look like for you today, man?
Wake up, brush my teeth, check my phone, see what money missions I could go do, you feel me, go pick up or whatever, and try to promote my music as much as possible. Takes the group chat of the guys, you feel me, the vatos, shout out my vatos, and see what we going, you feel me, see what the word is. I'm always looking for that next opportunity to expose my musical, what's the word I'm looking for, ambiance, my persona, yeah.
Hell yeah. So, and I see you have a very deep pride for Hispanic. Did you pick a Hispanic partner as well to have kids with and everything?
Nah, my baby mama white. But that's what I'm saying. I was from a small ass town, you feel me? Like the Mexican community there isn't big at all. It's not at all. Like, there's only a few other families there that are Mexican.
Oh, wow.
So like, out here though, the community out here is so big, and that's honestly why I feel like I like it out here more, because it's just, I can be more of myself.
Were you conforming, would you say, to other cultures or anything that necessarily did you practice another culture growing up that you don't practice now, or anything different?
I guess Can you explain the question a little bit better? Like,
what practices do you say you don't necessarily do as a child that you're not going to have your kids go through, or culture?
Okay. I'm definitely gonna try to like not push her into the Mexican culture, but I'm definitely gonna make her understand where she came from as a person. Like, you know what I mean? Her heritage. Because I didn't have that. Like, I had my family, yeah, like obviously, but like there wasn't a bunch of other Mexican people around us or Hispanic people. So, like, it was more of, like, I grew up in the African-American culture because Section 8 housing is, like, that's just statistical. Like, there's just a lot of African-American families.
Hell yeah.
Like, we were literally the only family on the block that wasn't African-American, so.
Did you face any discrimination growing up?
A little bit, you know what I mean? It's like, when I first moved out there, like, we're kids, you know what I mean? So, like, I'm different, so that's just how it is. Like, you know what I mean? Kids, like, when they see something different, they're just like, I don't know. But, like, as they got to know me, they kind of, like, accepted me more. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, because we grew up around each other for so long. We would go play basketball every single day. Like, it just eventually got to the point where I was just one of them.
Hell yeah. Tech is now, man, in the music game. Where do you see yourself in the next few years?
Shit, hopefully on tour somewhere. Hopefully on a tour bus in the middle of nowhere. No phone reception on the way to Tampa, on the way to Los Angeles, on the way to New York, somewhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got big dreams for this, and like I feel like right now we do got a lot of motion with this because Monty and Sebio, they're going on tour with the Lowrider, you feel me? And then me, Mark, and Ben Cash, we got a show out in Indianapolis while they got a show out in Florida. So like, you know what I mean? Like we're taking this game over piece by piece as we all can, independently or together. Just really how it goes.
I seen you guys as a group linked up with OT Mexican, is that his?
Yeah, that Mexican OT out there. We went to Lansing, man, sold out show. And then like there was a couple of the sets that the crowd booed people off the stage. Like Michigan is ruthless. Michigan is ruthless. They booed a couple people off the stage, but once we got on stage, like they were so interactive. They were, you know what I mean, jumping around. A lot of like they didn't even know our songs, but they just felt the passion. They felt, you know what I mean? Because like I mean, they were there for Mexican OT, but like we got that same kind of essence, you know. So it just clicked right. We ended up selling like $600 worth of merch that night.
That's what's up.
Yeah, because OT didn't have no merch. He came to a show with no merch, and we sold so much merch. So much merch. It was like I couldn't keep a T-shirt in my hand.
Hell yeah. What's the key to getting all these shows or
talking to people? Just communication, finding out who owns the venues or who's promoting the shows, or you know what I mean? It's really just connections. It's all about who you know. And it's all about if you can pay for it or if they want you bad enough.
Oh, yeah. Now, I know you said, speaking of the Hispanic culture, in the hip-hop game, is it very close-knit and everybody's willing to work with each other?
I wouldn't say it's like that. I would say, like, really it's just whoever thinks you're dope. You know, whoever really feels your music. Because, like, honestly, I haven't worked with a lot of Mexican artists like that. Like, except for the clique, you feel me, the guys. But it's really just it's all about hip hop. Really, it's all about the game. Like, you know what I mean? Because I'll work with anybody. Really, if you think I'm dope and I think you're dope, let's work together. I'll do the first feature for free, or vice versa, whatever the case may be.
Hell yeah! Now, what moves are you working for this year that we can expect from you?
April 27th, Indianapolis. I got a show out in it's called Stone Tree Studios or something like that. We got Batel Season Volume 3 coming out on Cinco de Mayo. I'm really trying to lock in a lot more shows out here too, and really just really a lot more shows. I'm going to be performing a lot more.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Do you have any message you want to give to your fans?
Shit, man. Be yourself. Stick to what makes you happy. Make that money on while you do it too. And shit. Just be happy with whatever you have and what's coming to you. Be humble about it.
Hell yeah. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Anytime, man. I'll come back anytime.
Hell yeah. Come back at the end of the year, man, for a recap.
Bet. I'm with it.